The Georgia summer hung heavy in the air, a suffocating blanket of humidity that mirrored the grief still clinging to Amelia. 2 years had passed since her father, John, had succumbed to a sudden illness, leaving behind a modest estate, a cozy cottage nestled amongst the pines, a small portfolio of stocks, and a life insurance policy. John, a widower for years, had found unexpected happiness with his second wife, Eleanor. Amelia, initially hesitant, had come to accept Eleanor, even finding a measure of comfort in her presence during her father's final days. Eleanor, with her warm smile and gentle touch, had eased John's suffering, bringing a renewed sense of joy to his twilight years. But now, Eleanor was making a claim on John's estate, a claim that left Amelia bewildered. "I was his wife," Eleanor declared, her voice brittle with a mixture of grief and entitlement. "I'm entitled to everything." Amelia, however, knew better. Her father, a meticulous man, had always been clear about his wishes. He'd entrusted her with a small, intricately carved wooden box, its contents a mystery. "This is for you, sweetheart," he'd said, his voice raspy with illness, "a little something for your future." The box, heavy with the weight of her father's love, lay untouched in her bedside drawer. Now, faced with Eleanor's demands, Amelia felt a surge of defiance. She would not let her father's wishes be trampled upon. Intrigued and apprehensive, Amelia finally opened the box. Inside, nestled amongst soft velvet lining, lay a single sheet of paper, its edges slightly frayed. It was her father's will, handwritten in his familiar, spidery script. To her astonishment, the will named Amelia as the sole beneficiary of his estate. There was no mention of Eleanor. Confusion gave way to a chilling realization: her father, despite his love for Eleanor, had never legally married her. The news hit Eleanor like a thunderbolt. Her face, once flushed with indignation, turned pale. But we were married," she stammered, her voice trembling. "We had a ceremony, a minister." Amelia, armed with the will, remained calm. "A ceremony doesn't constitute a legal marriage, Eleanor. You need a marriage license, a certificate." "Do you have those?" Eleanor sputtered, searching frantically through her belongings. I don't think so. We were just happy. We didn't think we needed any of that." Amelia's heart went out to her. Eleanor, in her grief and desperation, had clung to the belief that she was legally married, unaware of the devastating consequences of their oversight. The situation was complex. While the will clearly favored Amelia, Eleanor, despite her lack of legal standing, had contributed to John's life and happiness in his final years. She had provided him with companionship, love, and a renewed sense of purpose. She had been his confidant, his caregiver, his partner in laughter and shared dreams. Amelia, guided by a newfound sense of responsibility and a desire to honor her father's wishes while acknowledging Eleanor's contributions, decided to seek legal counsel. The lawyer, a kindly elderly woman with a sharp mind and a compassionate heart, listened patiently to Amelia's story. "This is a delicate matter," the lawyer said, stroking her chin thoughtfully. "While the will is legally binding, we need to consider Eleanor's position. She may have grounds for a claim. Based on common-law marriage, though proving it can be challenging." The lawyer explained that common-law marriage, recognized in some states, required a consistent and public representation of oneself as married. It required evidence of cohabitation, shared finances, and a mutual understanding of their relationship as a marriage. Even without a formal license, Amelia, with the lawyer's guidance, began to investigate. She interviewed neighbors, friends, and even the minister who had officiated at their ceremony. Each witness offered a piece of the puzzle, painting a picture of a couple who lived and presented themselves as husband and wife. Mrs. Gable, their next-door neighbor, recalled the joy that had returned to John's life after Eleanor moved in. "They were inseparable," she reminisced. "Always holding hands, sharing stories, planning their future. You'd never have guessed they weren't legally married." Mr. Thompson, the owner of the local hardware store, remembered John introducing Eleanor as his wife. "See, Eleanor," John would say, beaming with pride, "This is the perfect shade of blue for our new porch swing." Even the minister, a kind and elderly man with a twinkle in his eye, confirmed that he had performed a ceremony, though he admitted he hadn't inquired about a marriage license. "They seemed so happy," he said. Their love was evident to everyone. The evidence, while circumstantial, was compelling. Slowly, a narrative emerged, a love story marred by a tragic oversight. John, a man of routine and order in most aspects of his life, had inexplicably neglected to obtain a marriage license, a lapse that now threatened to disrupt the lives of those he loved. The lawyer, impressed by Amelia's compassion and her determination to find a just resolution, offered to represent them both. She drafted a settlement agreement, proposing that Amelia honor Eleanor's emotional and financial contributions to John's life by providing her with a modest sum from the estate. Eleanor, initially hesitant, eventually agreed. The settlement, while not ideal for either woman, brought a measure of closure. Amelia, relieved and saddened, finally felt a sense of peace. She had protected her father's wishes while acknowledging the complexities of love and loss. The cottage, once a source of contention, now held a bittersweet memory. It was a reminder of her father's love, his unwavering belief in her, and the unexpected twists and turns that life could take. Amelia, though forever changed by the experience, carried on, cherishing the memories of her father and the lessons learned. She had faced a difficult situation with grace and compassion, demonstrating a strength she never knew she possessed, and as she settled into her life, she carried with her a profound understanding. Love, in all its forms, could be both fragile and enduring, capable of both joy and sorrow, and always deserving of respect, even when circumstances were far from ideal. The story continued, with subtle shifts in Amelia's perspective. She began to see the cottage not just as a symbol of her father's estate, but as a testament to the enduring power of love and the importance of honoring both legal and emotional bonds. She found solace in the memories of Eleanor's gentle presence, the warmth of her smile, and the way she had brought a renewed sense of joy to her father's life. Amelia realized that true inheritance was not just about material possessions, but about the values and lessons passed down from one generation to the next. She learned the importance of empathy, forgiveness, and the enduring power of love, even in the face of loss and unexpected circumstances. As time passed, Amelia found herself visiting Eleanor occasionally, bringing her fresh flowers from the garden or sharing stories of her father. Their relationship, once strained by conflict, evolved into a fragile but meaningful connection, a testament to the enduring power of human connection and the capacity for healing. The cottage, once a source of contention, became a symbol of reconciliation, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, love and understanding could prevail.